I mean, who wants to watch that other network anyway? It's a preview of the first round of the NBA playoffs, and it's on Funky Sports Net. We start in the Eastern Conference with the 1-seeded Cavs going up against the 8th-seeded Hawks. Listen, Paul Millsap's a good guy, and Al Horford's a quality player as well, and they're going to give Anderson Varejao nightmares in this series. But there's no way in hell that Atlanta has any type of shot of coming anywhere close to potentially irritating the Cleveland Cavaliers. They will win this series in a sweep. And now for the only other team in the Eastern Conference worth caring about, the Chicago Bulls. Derrick Rose is going to make quick work of the Toronto Raptors. And I don't even think Pau Gasol is going to have to play full games. He can get a lot of rest this series. In fact, I'm pretty sure all of our lives would be a bit better if we could just skip right to Cleveland and Chicago. I mean, just think about it. The Cavaliers' unstoppable offense going up against Tom Thibodeau and the intensity of Joakim Noah and Jimmy Butler and their ability to just stop you no matter where you are. Then you got the two power forwards, Kevin Love and Pau Gasol, going at each other with their different contrasting styles. Oh, it's going to be great. And then, of course, the two MVP candidates. Does LeBron James win another championship and get closer to Michael Jordan, or is Derrick Rose the first one to take Chicago to a finals since number 23? But because I still need to get a paycheck for this, let's talk about the rest of the East. What do we have? Oh yeah, the surprise of the league, the number 3-seeded Miami Heat against the Hornets. Upset alert, Charlotte wins this series, here's why. Mario Chalmers can't defend Kemba Walker, and Al Jefferson is going to have Chris Anderson in foul trouble so quickly he might as well get a big DNP tattooed on his forehead. As a result, Andrew Bynum is going to have to play a lot of minutes, and I don't think he's going to be able to hold up. Now, I know what you're going to say, but Dwayne Wade, he's been a surprise this season. He has, but he's not even the best shooting guard in this series. Lance Stevenson has been a monster for the Hornets. And I know they started slow, but they're one of the hottest teams in the league over the past 20 games, and he's been a big reason for it. In the end, I think because of his hot streak, the Hornets will win this series in 6 games. Now for the 4-5 matchup, we have two teams who gave us the weirdest trade deadline ever. The Indiana Pacers and the New York Knicks. For Indiana, they turned Roy Hibbert into Marcin Gortat, and the Knicks traded away Bargnani and Hardaway for Isaiah Thomas. They gave up Iman Shumpert for Danny Green, I still have no idea. Shane Larkin became Nate Robinson, and Prigioni turned into Kirk Heinrich. Now getting all that headache out of the way, this is going to come down to the star small forwards. We know Carmelo Anthony is one of the best ball hogs ever, and the question is, can Paul George keep up with him? And I don't think it's going to be enough. I think Carmelo Anthony will do just enough to lead his New York Knicks over the Indiana Pacers, but it will be an entertaining series to say the least. Now for the Western Conference. The defending champion Spurs go up against the Pelicans, and New Orleans was exciting this season, but they've got no chance against San Antonio. The one shot I give them is if Anthony Davis goes flat out God mode, which is actually kind of sort of possible, but Timmy and the Spurs, too good. They're the title contender, and they should be. Still have no idea why Shumpert's there, though. Now, do I give Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks a chance against the 2-seeded Oklahoma City Thunder? You know, I considered it for a second. I thought about it, but, you know, there's just something about OKC that makes me a bit hesitant in going that far. I don't know what it is. And look what we have here, another upset alert. LaMarcus Aldridge's jump shot will not be enough to defeat the Memphis Grizzlies if Memphis follows this plan. Put Tony Allen on Damian Lillard, stick Michael Conley on Wesley Matthews, and then have Tayshaun Prince lock up Nicholas Batum. Then it turns into Aldridge or bust, and at that point, you could probably generate enough offense to where you could win the series. Now for the main event of the first round, the 4-5 matchup, the Warriors and the Clippers. I can picture it now. Steph Curry hitting crazy three-pointers, Blake Griffin posterizing Andrew Bogut, Chris Paul realizing that he's no longer the best point guard in the league, Jamal Crawford shooting the ball from wherever the second he walks on the floor. But in the end, the story will be the Clippers don't have enough wing defense, and Klay Thompson is going to have a field day against these guys, and the Warriors will win this in 7. And that's about it. That's the first round. I'm out. See y'all.